Arrowheads, we're back. Welcome to Queen Consolidated, hosted by me, Lil Telfire, and of course,
Phil Parrish.
This, of course, is the Southgate Media Group podcast dedicated to all things related to Arrow over on the CW, starring Stephen Amell and Emily Bett Rickards. We're back for season 5. We're talking 501 Legacy, which was directed by James Stanford and written. Well, the story was by Greg Berlanti, and then the teleplay was by Uncle Googie and Aunt Wendy. So, yeah, it's 5 months after Damien Dark's been defeated, and Oliver is finally the mayor, and he is also solo Green Arrow, but not for long, thanks to Felicity. So we got the new villain, Tobias Church. What do we think of him?
He's interesting. I couldn't wait to see him because I remember his time as Tyrese on The Walking Dead, and I think he pulled it off pretty good. The whole crime lord thing. They wanted that, didn't they? Say they want they're going back to basics. They want that season 1 vibe, and I think they got it.
I don't even think that it's just a season 1 thing. I think that they were like, hey, people have been comparing us to Daredevil, so let's totally get on that. Let's give them that Hell's Kitchen, crime lord, Kingpin. Like, this is basically like, I'm thinking like if Kingpin was black like he was in the Daredevil movie, rest in peace, Michael Clark Duncan. Like, this would be like his rise to being Kingpin. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think they were really going for. My personal opinion. And I liked it. Don't take that the wrong way. I liked it.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think they're trying to get that Daredevil energy over here, but also they were going for season 1 because even he throws out that same line, "No one can know my secret."
Yeah, exactly. And he's killing again.
Oh, jeez.
So
make up your mind.
And like, I've never had a problem with it. Like, I didn't want, like, I was like, okay, if we're gonna do a dark, gritty take on a vigilante, like, eventually I don't want him to kill, but like, it makes sense. Like, it can't be an absolute I will never kill. You have to have that flexibility.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, I know that, he's still hurting over Laurel's death and everything, but it's like, what about the promise?
Sure he is.
Yeah, I know. But it's just like, what about the promise you made to Tommy? But is there a reason we're not mentioning Tommy?
Dude, as much as I love Colin Donnell, I know the theory's going around about that, but like, honestly, I feel like a lot of the times, like, I feel like they did kind of do a binge watch of season 1 and 2 because the opening fight was pretty cool. It was on point. But then again, James Manfred's directing, so he probably was like, hey, the last time you guys let me direct, I didn't really get to do much action, so he made up for it. I definitely think. So yeah, I don't know. I would love to see Colin back, whether it be a flashback Tommy or evil Tommy or whatever kind of Tommy, or a Laurel and Tommy flashback. I really don't care. I'm here for it, but I just don't want everybody to get their hopes up. Is all that I'm saying.
They're not going to pull like a Jason Todd, are they? Where like Flashpoint brings Tommy was dead, Flashpoint brought him back.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, so we're finally doing the Russian flashback, and we got Anatoly Kanayev back, aka KG Beast, and I was just like, yes, I'm so here for it. Allie's actually keeping 1 promise out of 2, so I was here for that part too. So I was just like, oh yeah, I've been waiting forever for these Russian flashbacks. I was so disappointed with season 3 opening. I was just like, what the damn hell? Where is Russia?
No. Yeah, I know. I think this is going to be great just because it's not on the island, and
we're wrapping it up. We're learning the most interesting thing about Oliver when he came back was, he was a Bradford captain, and we're just like, wait a minute, we're finally like learning those details. I think that was like some of the most interesting stuff after we got past the Shadow, Yao Fei, and Deathstroke stuff. I think that was something that was really intriguing. So I hope they don't mess it up, but right now I'm here for it.
Yeah, if they do it good, I mean, the flashbacks may rival the main story for interest level.
Definitely.
For once.
And I like that they really laid out that there is a connection. Like in the first episode, we know there's a connection to the past, to the present, just like it was in season 1 and 2. So, and well, every season technically, but this is like up front and center.
Oh yeah,
Very clear.
there was a direct link, especially with the whole handcuff thing.
Yep. So I was like, yes, this is off to a really good start. I was really proud of them. Something I didn't like, and it's just the one thing, is that Felicity, like, I know, like, Laurel's promise, and I just was like, really, that's the best you could come up with, was don't let me be the last canary. I'm like, your sister's the white canary. Of course, there's not gonna, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
come on,
Oh
girl.
yeah. Twitter exploded at the minute she said that. Everyone was just like, wait, her sister's still alive, right?"
Wait, does Oliver know she's time traveling, or I mean, they never really. I didn't watch Legends, so I don't know how that all plays out.
um, I don't know if she ever said well, I know Laurel knew in
Yeah,
the
I know
first.
Laurel knew. I watched the premiere. I thought the premiere Legends was great. But like, does anybody outside of Team Air? I mean, like, does anybody besides Laurel know? Do they think she's still in Tibet or like what?
I don't know because after that first episode, they really don't show them interacting with present day Oliver. So it's like I know Ray told him he was going, but I don't know if he told him Sarah was with him or not. I don't know.
Yeah. So it was just like, I think that was kind of cheap and cheesy, and that's unfortunate. Like, you made us wait for that because they said they didn't know what it was.
I just
So
I thought it was gonna be something more general. I thought it was gonna be along those lines, but it was gonna be more like
take
Oliver.
my death, damn it! Like, they had the opportunity and they just didn't do it.
Exactly, but yeah, I just thought she was gonna be like give other people a chance to help you. Not like you were trying to push me away in the beginning.
Yeah. But other than that, it was just like, and Felicity, like, basically forcing him to keep that promise. It's just like, I kind of think Oliver did need to be like solo, like he was back at the beginning of season 1, to really contemplate all that he lost and, like, I don't know, like, resubmit his dedication to protecting his city on both fronts.
Mm-hmm. So,
And Mama Smoke is gone. Like, she made Quentin quit his job and then she leaves him. Really?
well, that was my question. I was like, okay, is that just pure drama or is that a Flashpoint fallout?
I don't think that there's Flashpoint fallout. I think it's fandom fallout. I think people
Oh.
were really mad at her for making him quit his job because she was the biggest liar of them all. And now she's like, he has nothing. He doesn't have his daughter 1, daughter 2, and now he doesn't have his job. And definitely we all knew that he was a drunk, and drunks do need a reason to stay sober, like he said.
Mm-hmm.
And she couldn't even stick around for him. That is messed up.
Oh yeah. So
I
but
was very disappointed with that.
yeah, I thought that was that's why I was like, there has to be an explanation. There has to be Flashpoint. There has to be something.
No, just one of the smoke ladies being a smoke lady. When the tough gets going, they leave too.
Yeah, I know. But so that was my other question. Are you feeling any better about Felicity?
They really were trying to recapture that quirky season 1
Mm-hmm.
Felicity, but it's just too late. Like, she just killed like tens of thousands of people with that nuke, and I still haven't seen the fallout from that yet. So it's just very uncomfortable for me. Like, I love Emily Bett, I do, but the way that they've been writing Felicity, she keeps trying to tell Oliver what to do, and it's just like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Yeah, you're not my girlfriend anymore. You can't tell me what to do.
Basically,
But
that's what I kept thinking.
but speaking of Fallout, they didn't mention that relationship at all. They didn't even hint around that they had been uh, involved with each other.
I do feel like there was definitely some strain between them. Like, you
Yeah.
see her almost like touch him, and then she kind of like falls away, and she wants to say something, but she rewords it in a different way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So there are those little things, but yeah, I think it's best for them to kind of. That's been one of the most divisive things in the fandom,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody kind of feels like, or it seems very obvious that they killed Laurel to further the Velocity storyline. And with that big backlash that they had with the critics, not only the fans, but the critics, I definitely think they are on eggshells about any interactions with them right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like stand in your own truth. If that's what you wanted to do, then do it. Don't let the fans dictate. Like if you wanted to do it. And just go full throttle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's something that I'm very worried about is that they're worried about fandom reaction. Like stay off of Twitter while you're writing the story and just tell the story you want to tell. And I feel like this is an apology. Like this episode was an apology, kind of like how DC Rebirth is an apology. I feel like this episode is the start of a very long apology. So they did good. I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy for them, but they still have a long way to go.
Yeah, they're bringing
How do you
all.
feel about Felicity?
Um, I don't know. I wasn't as against the relationship as well most of you were, but I don't know. It's just I know they said we're not that that she's not going back to Oliver at least for a while, but now she has this new relationship. I'm just like,
It's Ragman, right? like,
I think
like we all see that coming, right?
yeah, he's somebody. Yeah, he's because they kind of the way they panned up to that face. I'm like, oh yeah, he's somebody.
Ooh, what do we think about the ACU, the anti-crime unit, and basically Quentin leading them from the bunker?
That could be interesting, but are they going to expand it? Because I was like, was it four cops? I was like,
I was like, what is this? The strike force from Gotham? Like, oh my god. Okay, seriously though, we got people running for mayor. We got an anti-crime unit. It's I'm just saying they're pulling from a lot of places here, man.
and should they be wearing red shirts?
Totally red shirt.
Because like,
So we got the new cop, and I
mhm.
guess we're waiting on the new assistant district attorney, right?
I think so. Yes.
That's the only other character that we're really waiting for. So I don't know. Looks good. I'm really liking it. I see like all these little inspirations from different places that they've taken and making their own. And I will say, I will give them this. They do know how to make things their own. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I won't say, but they do know how to run with it and make it their own. So I'm curious to see their takes on some of these well, just be real D level uh DC characters.
Wild dog.
Yeah. And Curtis is an Olympic athlete, and we saw him have some agility in training, and all of a sudden he gets beat up by two thugs. Really?
Well, I mean, just because you're an athlete doesn't mean you know how to fight.
You can run.
Yeah, I know.
You can run.
But I think it was supposed to be one of those things where they surprised him with that first hit, and then he's just all woozy.
I guess. It's just like I don't really. I want Mr. Terrific. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I just was expecting something more for the birth of Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, like a bigger, plot or yeah, I get that.
That's
And
all.
and maybe like his own storyline, not in the middle of bringing in 50 other people.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes though. But I kind of feel like Felicity's a little bit of a sociopath because she's like trying to put these civilians into harm's way. She's like, hey, be a vigilante. Hey, be a vigilante. And Curtis even says, hey, I'm a happily married man. And I'm just like, oh God, your fiance is going to die, isn't he?
Mm,
So yeah, I just felt that it was weird that she keeps trying to put these civilians into harm's way. Like Laurel just died. I mean, fine. You see the real effects of it.
mm-hmm.
It's just weird that she's so gung ho about this. Maybe
And
she has like Asperger's or something. I don't know. They need to explain Felicity to me a little bit better because her emotional intelligence is just not there for me.
yeah, she's I don't know. There's something going on there.
Maybe she's an evil twin or clone or something. I don't know. My ongoing theory is that she's a sleeper agent from it's going to be revealed like in the final season that this was the villain working to destroy Oliver, and she was a plant the whole time.
But I loved you.
I know exactly. Sword through the chest and kicks him off the next even higher cliff. And he's like, "Oh, she did it to me. I have no will to live," and that's the end of the series. I'm calling it right now.
Oh, jeez.
Kidding, guys. Kidding. Seriously, there has to be some. I feel like there's something more to Felicity. It can't just be bad writing. I just really feel like she used to be the emotional, like, she used to be the conscience of the team, and now she's like Dennis the Menace and what's that kid's name from that movie? Junior, like had a baby and it was Felicity. Like she just likes to wreak havoc and chaos, and she just likes to see the fallout of it. It's weird.
Hmm.
I want them to get Felicity. I want them to write her better
Oh,
so
yeah.
bad. Like I just do.
Hmm.
So that's off my chest.
And
But overall, I'm really happy.
oh yeah, but do you think the Huntress is coming back? 'Cause they killed off Bert and Ellie.
Um, I would hope so, but I heard that Justin the gal was busy with other things.
Hmm.
But I would love to see the Huntress back. She's only in prison. We can break her out. I mean, everybody. I mean, hell, they could have broke her out of that prison raid when Dark escaped if they really wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
They can use that as a cover. So
That's all.
I'd love to see her again, but it's kind of weird because I really liked her interactions with Laurel. And it was kind of like, like, oh, birds of prey, hell yeah. There's nobody I really want to see her interact with now. Not
Yeah.
even Oliver, because that chemistry's been gone for a while. So, but it'd still be great to see the Huntress.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they could make her the Catwoman, I guess, since we're doing Arrow's Batman Light. We're back to that.
I know, because we got Lonnie Machin again this episode.
They wrapped that up real quick though, didn't they?
Yeah.
They were like, okay, we're sick of you, kid. No more calling to your mommy. You're done. Get out of here. That was much appreciated, by the way. I was really disappointed with their portrayal of anarchy. So I was like, okay, you guys realized that wasn't the thing we wanted, and you took it away. Thank you. Anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know. So, do you think Tommy is Prometheus?
I don't think. No offense to the writers, but I don't think that was even on the table because of Colin Donnell's schedule.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be awesome if they could keep this a secret. I mean, they couldn't even keep Laurel's death a secret. So I'm just saying, if they could pull that off and keep that a secret, that would be amazing. It's one of the best theories I heard, but I'm not holding my breath.
Mm-hmm.
You holding your breath, Phil? You want that to happen?
I don't know. I'm trying to decide whether that'd be a good thing or not. But I just don't know where
I want it to be Shadow's twin secretly, or or the reanimated corpse of Yalfei or something.
Yeah, because they said it has like a tie to season one. I'm just afraid they're gonna get the big reveal and we're just gonna be like, oh, that's it.
That one, it's gonna be Friars. Friars.
Oh yeah.
Or it's gonna be because they kind of switched out Deathstroke's origin with the other guy. I'm blanking here because it's early. The guy that he was always friends with. That's the godfather of his son, Billy Wintergreen.
Oh,
they kind of switched those stories out.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's Billy Wintergreen.
Yeah, I know, but would that have any like emotional impact with like the general audience? Like, oh yeah, it's that guy that was with Deathstroke and.
Well, it's been rumored that Deathstroke's going to be making a triumphant return to season 5.
Well, yeah, they said. I mean, the 100th episode, they're touting everybody: Deathstroke, his parents, I think Laurel.
Yeah. So. Yeah, she's gonna be in it. They've confirmed that one too. Cause you know how I know? Cause the velocity feed blew up when they announced it. We don't want Laurel back. Too bad it's already written. Deal with it. Deal with it. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know who Prometheus is, but I don't know what the season one leak is. But I'm not doing spoilers for Arrow anymore because I just want to be pleasantly or unpleasantly surprised at my own pace.
Okay.
So what I know from the season start is the last thing that I know. I'm not looking for pictures. I'm not even doing like the preview next episodes. I just want to be completely surprised.
Hmm.
That's the best way to go with Arrow, I think.
Okay. So if you follow Lilith on social media, do not send her spoilers.
Oh, thanks. Now they're gonna do it, and it's
No.
okay. I'm spoiled, but I'm not looking for them. Let's just say it that way.
I was gonna say you
What would
what?
what would you give this episode? I guess. How do you want to
Um,
grade this?
I don't know. Do you want to do letter grades? Do you want to do numbers? What do you want to? How do you want to do this?
I think letters will express my thoughts the best.
Okay.
So
It was a hopeful start. I don't know if I don't know. It's completely satisfying to me. I'd say probably a B minus.
I gave it a B plus.
Oh.
Yes, I told you guys I'm approaching Arrow in a positive manner. I have hope because of the things that I heard in the preseason and the fact that a certain Jeff Johns has kind of been doing a trickle down effect on certain things. So I'm a little more hopeful about certain things. So at most we have 2 more years, so I can just tough it out. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I hope this show goes on to live a long, productive life. Maybe not as long as Supernatural or Smallville, but long, productive, fruitful life. So, who's your favorite character, by the way?
Hmm. Probably Quentin.
Ooh,
I just like, I mean,
okay.
they didn't drag that out. They showed us where he was at in the beginning of the episode, and he already seemed to be pulling himself up by his bootstraps and getting back into it by the end of the episode. I like they didn't drag that out
For
for
me,
like a
it's going to be Thea.
Thea. Yeah.
That girl can do anything she sets her mind to. I love it. Like Thea is the best character. Nobody deserves Thea. She's so forgiving. She's so understanding. And now she's standing in her own truth. She's like, I don't want to be a killer. I don't want to do this. I want to be normal. And you have to respect her for that. She has been through a lot in her short life.
Hmm.
So, and now I really feel like they are stepping away from some of the things from season 4 because if you take Thea out of that whole thing, then we don't have to deal with Malcolm either.
Hmm.
Because he's getting booted over to Legends and doing like across all the shows and everything. But yeah, so it's just kind of like, okay, if Thea's doing okay, she's not in danger, then we don't need to have Malcolm up her butt 24/7.
Hmm.
So I like that too. I think the kid deserves a break. So,
Oh yeah. But
but it
but
was nice to see her in the suit again
hmm.
and give Ali a stern talking to.
Yes. But thank you. I almost forgot your new. I forgot your new nickname, Speedy.
Yeah, I can dig that. That's no problem. Oh, but
So.
yeah, that's pretty much. I don't like. I didn't really have a favorite scene or line. I was just kind of like I watched
Mm-mm.
it twice and I just let it kind of wash over me, and I was just like, okay, it's definitely better than the back half of season 4.
Hmm.
And I really do feel like they're trying to figure out where they want to go, and where I think where they want to go is it's going to end up in a good place for the season finale. So
Hmm.
that's all I was really concerned with. So maybe next week I'll be able to pick out some scenes and lines. Do you have anything?
I don't know. I really didn't have any favorite lines. I did like that scene with the helicopter. Well, when Oliver dives out the arrow, they did do some good stunt work and cinematography there.
Definitely. I don't think that it lived up to the hype of, oh, it's the most cinematic, epic
Yeah.
uh
No.
long shot. I was like, no, that's Agents of Shield. This is DC person. I was like, Agents of Shield last season they had one of the most epic long shots. And then if we're talking overall in like the last couple of years, Daredevil
Oh
does
yeah.
it consistently. Well, it did it consistently in season 1. So nice try. It was good, but it didn't live up to that hype that they put out there. But it was good, and it was greatly improved over the last 2 seasons. So, yep, I think we covered pretty much everything we needed to cover.
Yep.
So I will take you guys out of here with some shameless plugs first. Please remember to follow us on Twitter at QC_SMG pod. You can write to us via email, queen.consolidated@gmail.com, and you can like us and talk to us on Facebook, facebook.com/Queen Consolidated. What else? Oh, and please be sure to go to southgatemediagroup.com to check out the list of our 100 plus and always growing list of podcasts. It's greatly appreciated. There's also an easy way to donate on the website to keep this network afloat. And you can find us on your favorite podcatcher services, iTunes, Stitcher, Lisbon.com, as well as Google Music via the podcast section. So rate, review, and subscribe. And remember to download the episodes because streaming doesn't count. Bill, where can the people find you?
Well, if you can send me plenty of spoilers even if Speedy doesn't want them. You can email me nightwingpdp@gmail.com. On Twitter, I am at nightwingpdp. And you can follow us as a podcast as a whole since we have 4 shows now. Our Twitter is at Legends of DC Pod, and we're also on Facebook. So, yeah, you can follow those accounts for if you watch all 4 shows, you'll get all kinds of stuff on all 4 shows there, including the links to all the shows on this podcast.
Awesome. So, do we have a hashtag?
Not yet. Send us some suggestions.
Okay. Well, that looks like it's it. So, I know it's gonna feel like you're stuck on a hellish island for 5 years until next week, which is a brand new episode as well. But until then, this is Queen Consolidated.
Signing off.